As the IT and telecommunications industry continues to evolve, global markets become more and more important. Given the fact that global markets are important, channel strategy becomes a source of differentiation that vendors must rely upon in order to differentiate themselves. As the IT and telecommunications industry continues to mature, it's very difficult to find differentiation through your product. Differentiation must occur through your channel strategy. A channel strategy that allows for partners to make money and that also demonstrates the value-added proposition that you can bring to bear versus any other vendor that your partners may be working with. Because of this new reality, I'd like to recommend a few changes for the vendor and the partner alike. For the vendors need to get very granular in the market segmentation maps that they lay out and identify the high potential market segments that they can cover and that they can't cover. They also must understand where they have coverage today and where they don't have coverage today on those high potential market segments. For the high potential market segments that the vendor wants to cover, a strong value proposition must exist in order to attract the best partners. We know from statistics that 20% of the partners in the world and in most regions of the world will deliver 80% of the business for the vendors. Therefore, having very specific high potential market segments that you want to focus on and strong value propositions that the partners will be able to enjoy by penetrating those will become a prerequisite for building the right channel strategy with the right partners. For the partners today need to focus on the market segments where they maximize the value that they bring. In the old days, the partners would often try to cover all market segments and try to be everything to everyone. Those days are no longer possible. Because the IT and telecommunication industry is maturing, there's downward pressures on margins, which doesn't allow for opportunistic channel strategy. Secondly, for the partners need to understand which segments they have a natural connection to, meaning where can they add value that differentiates themselves from any other partner that might be going into those segments. And finally, for the partners, understanding how to allocate your resources in the most economically efficient fashion. That means using a combination of perhaps inside sales and outside sales in order to maximize your profitability and penetrate the markets that you want to penetrate to win the market share that you're trying to achieve.